is it? Okay, I'm gonna be right back. I am gonna grab something to hold up my phone. Okay, I'm back. Okay. She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. That's what small pets are for. No, I think small pet. I don't know what you mean by that. Okay. Um, I enthusiastically take that book. Phew. Well, you could read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you would think. Now that everyone settles in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Suri and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Nizuki is rummaging around in the closet. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Yuri's conversation with Monica. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. Hmm. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of the literature club seems too dense and intellectual. Bleh. I can't read. Okay. But it's not like that's all that, you know. We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. Hmm. Saffron, stop! No! Oh. Hmm. That doesn't solve the problem, though. Huh? What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come to in the first place if it's an literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. Oh, God. Actual. Huh. It's no. Just because I messed up one word and I can't speak right now. Okay, what's this? Suri is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberate, deliberately, like this. Huh, that's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could. I'm a VTuber viewers. It is in my blood to pester. True. Cupcakes. Ah, Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. Ah, you're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Suri is still her usual self, but therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who was troubled finding any motivation at all, Suri can put her mind to things and make them come to. Thank you for blocking. Thank you, Zephyrin. Siri can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I ended up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder, oh my God, how many best viewers are trying to get in? I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Awa. I opened my eyes to find Suri's face filling my vision. I nearly fell out of my chair. Sorry. Wait, actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know. You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true though. A napping club? Sing me. Yeah, I would sign up for that. A napping club? That sounds fun. It's true though. Yeah. I know. You're always looking out for me, Suri. Eh, it's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Eh, not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? That's it's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. What bitches I came to Napoli pulls a pirate Doki Doki tiger blanket. That sounds so cozy. That sounds absolutely cozy. I would join that club. I would grab my blankie and sleep. I can't even do that. Look, Suri, it's all written all over you. Eh? Suri glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look at your hair is sticking out all around here. Uh, I run my fingertips down and slide side of Suri's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right here. I tried to wipe off the stain off my finger. But nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Okay. Huh? Brush the story. Nobody is gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Hey, you meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer button up. Seriously, Sorry? Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? That's so cruel. That's cruel. Brushy, brushy. That's so cruel. That's so mean. Eh? That's super mean. That's what I was thinking. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Eh, this is so funny. What is? Well, I just think how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things. Eh? Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? Uh, I guess. Suri doesn't need no man. What she needs is a nice girl who takes care of her and loves her. Yes. All she needs is me. All she needs is me. I'll take care of Suri. The button might come off. Why is that one so hard to close? I struggled to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? Uh-huh. It did when I bought it. If you ever button it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger again. Don't say that out aloud. Anyway, you look much better now, so, uh, why does it feel strange to see Sierra's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy. Uh, it's not worth it at all. Siri hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew, that's much better. Siri pulls her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. Eh, I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Oh my god, how many cheap beers are trying to get in? That's like the third time now. Okay. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine, fine. It's a deal. Huh? I guess that we really are better at taking care of each other than right now. No bots. No bots. I guess we are really are better at taking care of each other than at um we are at taking care of ourselves. I'm just making myself useful. I I know, but I'm like, that's so many cheap beers trying to get in chat. I just noticed that. Okay. Yeah, I guess so. Huh. So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Siori. Uh, but I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Eh? Monica suddenly calls out. These are terms bots use to get around the bots. Okay. Okay. By adding it to a list, the messages will get auto blocked. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay. Pyrie, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I question. Okay. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. I have no clue what we wrote or what we did. We'll find out. Oh my, Sayori, can't wait to be yours. Bye. Yeah, she's adorable. Okay, by the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Ye yeah, my real relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? Pyre smooth ladies. Yeah. Can't wait. Siri and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Siri's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. I don't remember um my poem. Okay, so whose poem should we read first? Should we read Sayori's, Natsuki, Yuri, or Monica? Which one sounds good? Which one sounds good? Should we start with Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, Monica? Sayori? Okay. Sayori. I'm definitely most comfortable sharing it with Sayori first. She's my good friend after all. Oh my goodness. This is so good, Pyri. Eh? I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing. I feel that. I feel that because I don't remember what we did. I'm like, "Oh, well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either." Oh my God. Oh, jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you, you don't like it just because I wrote it? Eh. Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's a pyre poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Suri hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Siori. I'm really happy just that you wrote it. One. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Pyre. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Try new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Yuri. I'm not sure if Yuri sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined, knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. All right, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay. Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Eh, we'll see about that. Okay, we're gonna read her poem. Let me fix the um my tracking real quick. Let me check something real quick because I want to check before we read. Okay, ads will be in 18 minutes. Just heads up, ads in 18 minutes. Okay. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away at a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Interesting. Suri, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No. I, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Uh, yeah. I didn't mean to say that it's a bad poem. It, it came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah, especially the last line. I made eggs and toast. She loves her breakfast. Oh my god. Even though you were late to school, it's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess that there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. Eh, this is so much fun. Monica's the best. Uh, yeah, but next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Okay. Okay. Which one's next? Should we read um Natsuki or Yuri's or Monica's? Let me fix the tracking because my model froze for a moment. Okay. So Natsuki, Yuri, or Monica? Which one sounds good? Ba, 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 ba. Leave Monica to the end. Okay, we'll leave Monica till the end. So Natsuki or Yuri? Natsuki or Yuri next? Which one sound good? It's not going to change the ending, but it will be funny if it's a special text from her being the last. Yeah. Let's just do her let's see, last. Yeah. Natsuki or Yuri? Choose. Choose. Natsuki or Yuri. Next. It depends. It depends. Just give me one. Just between those two. Between those two. What are you? That's being knife stabbed. What does this have to do with choosing between Natsuki and Yuri? Natsuki. Okay. Thank you. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't invoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste. Do you want to get smacked? You will see it later. Ah. So, okay. Okay. I'll pass. So, well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. I don't like her poem. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. I haven't played this game yet, but I've seen the memes, video essays, and I have pretty much spoiled myself the whole game. Aw. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write it about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I could set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feelings in the last line. So you did? I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but Natsuki if it, but if Natsuki is feeling proud that I won't take that away from her. Okay, next is Yuri. Since you said Monica at the end. Hmm. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes more than enough time for her to finish reading. Uh, oh, so sorry. I forgot to start speaking. Um, it's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. So it's not bad. No. Did I just raise my voice? I'm sorry. Yuri buries her face into her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is both the style and the expressiveness of our weekend. Once Yuri finds out train of thought, it as if her demeanor totally changed. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it's all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Biased how? Um uh um well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Nazuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thoughts process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is a kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Oh, Jesus, her handwriting is in cursive, or like kind of in cursive. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present by living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. Fancy folk lettering. Fancy, fancy? Yeah, it's very fancy. I'm sorry, I have terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Uh, well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Eh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild, something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Pyre. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remembering the poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In the case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort and able to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. Hi, Beast. How are you? How's your day? I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. How far is she in the game? Um, right now we're reading poems. So I'm at the part where we're reading each other's poems. Right now I've finished reading Yuri's and last one um is Monica's. I'm good. I have so much homework. Aw. I hope you get all your homework done. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Next, last one. Last one, Monica. Hi, Pyrie. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we could do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? All right, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Pyrie. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's the sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I had Manica my poem. Hmm, I like this one. It makes me think of something Suri would like. Is that so? You and Suri are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sort of things in common. Well, we may be good friends, but Suri and I are actually really different. Hmm? Well, that may be the case, but maybe there are a lot of those similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you. It sounds like two of you really care about each other, well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. Oh no, my internet is killing me. Oh, I'm sorry, Beast. I hope your internet gets better. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? Uh, I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Yuri's writing was kind of a gentle feel to it. I could tell that she likes exploring with emotions, like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure you'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I love to see you try new things. That's a different way of that's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kind of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. That's creepy. I have a bad feeling about her. I don't know. I have a bad feeling about Monica. I don't know. Okay. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Okay, hers is long. Oh, dang. Hers is interesting. Okay. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction this spankle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know I was at home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything, a hole of infinite choices. I realized now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out, and he on the other side was looking in. Don't worry just yet. You keep playing or reading. No, but I just have a bad feeling about her. Okay. So what do you think? It's very freeform. It's if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, the what kind of style has gotten yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on timing between words and lines. Okay, when performed out loud, it can be really powerful. Tell me, Pyre, have you decided? Have you been stabbed by anime girl recently? If not, then there's nothing to worry about. I haven't stabbed, I haven't been stabbed by an anime girl recently, but I got shot by an anime girl recently yesterday in Studnova when I was playing Studnova. So does that count? What was the inspiration behind this one? Ah, well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. And em- empath empathy. I don't know. I can't English today. I'm sorry. I can't English today. Monica doesn't use guns. You keep at. I believe in you. Oh, yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tighten it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen on the same spot for the long too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Phew, I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poem can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Siri and Monica are happily chatting. Eyes landed on Yuri and Natsuki. They genuinely exchanged sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki eyebrow uh, furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism of or something? Bieber, I'm going to eat. Okay. See you when you come back. It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Um, well, I do have a couple suggestions. Hmm. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Siori liked it, and Pyre did too. So, based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Pyre liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh? Eh? That's not what I. Uh, you're just. Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Pyre appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Oh my god, they're fighting. They're fighting. They're fighting. Oh no. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? I no. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Huh? Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one who's. Oh my god. Oh god. Okay, I'm gonna read that. I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Kyrie started showing up. That's so messed up. Not Natsuki. That's so messed up. Oh my god.